Let's talk about exemptions. When to take, how to approach ACCA after taking exemptions, and what are the drawbacks of taking exemptions. Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Naran Khatri and I'm an ACCA affiliate. I like to create videos in order to help my fellow ACCA students. If you are planning to start your ACCA journey or already on it but confused about whether to take exemptions or not, then this video is a must watch. Here we are going to talk about when to take exemptions, how to claim your exemptions, how to approach your studies after taking exemptions, and of course, the drawbacks which no one talks about. So first, what are ACC exemptions? ACC give exemptions to students who already have qualifications like BCom, BBA, CA Inter, or have completed their CA qualification, or someone who have done some recognized degree. So basically, you do not need to sit for examination for which your previous studies already cover same content. Now, let's talk about something which is getting quite famous right now: integrated courses or graduation with ACCA from recognized universities. In this, you do your graduation degree along with ACCA from some recognized universities, and you also get exemptions for this. These exemptions are not because of your past qualification, but this are because of your ongoing qualification. These are called conditional exemptions, which means you are allowed to skip these papers for now only if you successfully complete your graduation degree. Once you complete your graduations, these exemptions get converted into full exemptions. And now, here many students feel excited. They feel that they are doing their graduation along with ACCA and they are getting 8 to 9 exemptions. Wow, that is a big shortcut. But here where the problem begins. Now let's talk about something which many students don't even realize until it is too late, especially for those who are taking 9 exemptions because of their graduation degree. If your university is not aligning their curriculum with ACCA structure and syllabus, then you are just studying traditional subjects during your graduation degree. And then taking exemptions can actually backfire you. Here, what happens is you are skipping your knowledge level and directly starting with skill level. And even worse, you are starting directly with your professional level examinations. You don't have any idea about ACCA style content in the first place. Then you're directly jumping on your skill level examinations or professional level examinations, which are application based, case study driven, and demand strong foundation. And let me be very honest, in this situation, clearing those papers becomes very difficult because you do not have any knowledge, core knowledge about those papers which they expect you to have. And the situation gets even more challenging if you are not from the commerce background because you do not have understanding of the basic concepts, and during your graduation you are not taught fundamentals right from the beginning, so it really gets difficult to cope up with ACCA level papers later on. And another harsh truth: exemptions sometimes make you dependent on the universities. So I recently had a conversation with a student and he told me that he wants to appear for certain examinations of ACCA, but their university won't pay examination fees for those papers. They think that they are not ready yet, and because of that reason they have no control over their ACCA journey and they are dependent on their university for registering them for certain examinations. Now listen, I am not saying that all the universities present in the market are like this. Not at all. There are some universities which genuinely care about their students and their ACCA journey. These universities bring in ACCA qualified faculties, structure their syllabus according to the ACCA standard and their syllabus, and guide students for each paper, which is really good and supportive. Now, you might think, like Norin, how will we know which universities are actually good for doing ACCA integrated courses or which one is not? So, basically, you need to use LinkedIn for this. Connect with students who are actually done this qualification from those universities. Ask their opinion about whether this qualification is good or not, whether they provided such kind of support to their students or not, and whether they cleared their examination with ease or not. You need to connect with them, you need to ask your doubts with them, and then you can decide whether to do such kind of qualification with them, with these universities or not. Because guys, no one can give you better picture than someone who have already experienced this kind of situation. So basically, you need to connect, you need to ask them, and if they say yes, it is good, they provided you the support, then go for it. And guys, please don't directly or blindly believe such kind of marketings, or I can say advertisement from such kind of universities or institution, coaching institution, because their job is to find students, but your job is to do research and then go for them. Then this was all about the conditional exemptions. But now let's talk about when should you take exemptions. Now the another situation which arises, you are eligible for certain exemptions and now you are thinking whether should I go for those exemptions or not. So basically you have done your graduation and now you want to take exemptions and you feel like yes, I am eligible for exemptions. But if in case you are not able to recall the concepts and you are not confident about them, then do not go for those exemptions. But if in case you are confident about those concepts, you feel like yes, I can cover them up, I can revise them with fast pace and I will be confident about those concepts. And if you are short on time, then you can go for those exemptions. But my personal advice, do not go for more than 6 exemptions, and do not go for exemptions for certain papers for which you want to appear your professional level papers. For example, do not go for exemption of FM if you want to appear for AFM. In this way, you need to decide in the first hand whether you want to appear for the professional level paper of that certain paper or not. How to claim exemptions and how to claim conditional exemptions. So when you're registering on your ACCA official website, you can claim exemptions by uploading your academic qualifications, degrees, or I can say transcript of your qualification. You will upload them. Once uploaded, ACCA will assess your documents and will communicate with you if they require certain documents more, or if something more is needed from your side. And you also need to pay exemption fees for availing exemptions. Now let's talk about how to study after taking exemptions, because you are not aware about the ACCA structure, because you have taken exemptions for the previous papers and now the first paper is going to be little tricky for you because it is from the skill level and professional level, which is little advanced in nature. Now the very first thing which you need to do not skip the basic. Even if you're taking exemptions for papers like FA, MA, please revise those concepts using YouTube or revision kits and ensure that you hold perfect knowledge about them. Another thing, if it is your first paper after taking exemptions, then please ensure that you are appearing in perfect sequence. Do not go for audit and assurance as your first paper, as you need to give FR before audit and assurance. In this way, please ensure that you are going in a perfect sequence so that you do not face any problem while giving examinations. Please take responsibility of your examination. I have seen this a lot, that students get dependent upon their universities and coaching classes for their examination and they don't do research from their side. Before starting with your paper, get thorough with the ACC examination pattern, go through the past paper and just understand what is the structure of the paper, what all other sections, and how should you prepare for the paper. Another thing, ACC examinations are very professional and you need to do enough practice before appearing those examinations. Just don't feel that these examinations are MCQ based and they are going to be very easy. No, guys, they are professional. Just because you have skipped the previous level, you do not know the difficulty level of ACC examination. So before starting or before giving your examination, you should solve both the kits. Now kits are from Kaplan and BPP, which I have personally solved and I recommend you guys to. You should solve both the kits and you will get thorough with the ACC examination pattern. Now another tip from my side, please get used to ACC examination language. When you're giving BCom examinations, or I can say BBA examination, you do not know what kind of language ACC is going to use. It uses professional language and you will not understand when you read it for the first time. You need to practice enough in order to understand that ACCA language, and you should also use such kind of words while you are giving your answers or while you are writing your answers. And one more very underrated tip from my side, please guys, focus upon your typing speed. Many students totally ignore this thing, like typing on their laptops, computers, and having a good grip over their keyboard, because they are giving their BCom and BBA papers on pen and paper. So they totally ignore that their ACC examinations are going to be held on computers and they need to have enough and good typing speed in order to complete their paper. So please start practicing over your laptop. Now another very important thing which you need to keep in mind, that your examinations are going to be held on CBE platform of ACCA, which is very different from normal Word and Excel, and you need to have enough practice before giving your main examination. If your university is good and focusing upon your ACC examinations, then they are going to introduce you to the CBE platform. But if you are uninformed, you do not have any knowledge about CBE platform, and you are directly going to give examination on this platform, then you are going to face many problems on your examination day. Let's talk about drawbacks of taking examinations. The very biggest drawback is lack in confidence. When you do not have knowledge about knowledge level papers and you don't have practice over those examinations, then you start feeling that skill level and professional level are next to impossible. But if you are a student who is starting from their knowledge level and going step by step, then eventually your skill level and professional level are going to get easier, because you know how ACC assess your examination and how to approach ACC examinations in real life. Now you are going to pay lump sum amount in the form of fees. Now this fees includes for your graduation also and for your ACC qualification also, and the university is going to provide faculty for teaching that particular ACC paper. All the students sitting in that classroom is not going to like that particular teacher, because every student have their own liking and preferences. In that scenario, your amount or fees is going to be waste of money, because you do not like the style of the teacher, and it totally snatches the power to choose your teacher for that ACCA paper. Another drawback of taking exemptions, as I talked previously, gap in knowledge. If you are skipping the knowledge level or any paper, then definitely you are going to have gap in your knowledge. Then you can even face problem by giving your skill and professional level examinations. So now let's conclude this video. If you are a student freshly out of school, then guys, please do not go for exemptions. Start from the basic. You have time and you can complete ACCA qualification in that duration. And another thing, do not go for 9 exemptions. You can go for 5 to 6 exemption. It is totally fine if you have knowledge about those papers. So guys, this was all about the video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share and subscribe and follow for more.